Good morning. Oh, there we go. So, here's the story. And it's not about a lovely lady, even though I have a few of those in my life. The story. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thunder sounds a whole lot different out here in the Midwest, flatlands. These thunderstorms are just really weird sounding. I feel like I'm on a different planet, and I'm not joking when I say that. It just feels very weird. Um, when is that supposed to come out? Okay. So here's the thing. Some of you were asking. Some of you were asking how much was actually needed for, I don't know if you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that. I can hear it. It's pretty loud. Um, how much was actually needed for the um, different situations. So, um, Jeremy, that's in Florida, he needs a vehicle for his family. God knows what he needs. God knows when he needs it. Um, you know, I was just making up numbers for kicks and giggles, but you guys get it. If you only had one vehicle for your family and you didn't have that anymore, then you know. But he belongs to a good body, a good church. So it's not really beyond the stretch of imagination that somebody in his own church would just be like, "Hey, take this." The prayer is to motivate you know, motivate God. Well, not motivate God. Motivate God's people to um, to provide in the way that God wants to provide in that situation. Same thing with this situation, living without AC. Well, God brought rain, so yeah. Now this house is still in the process of being made watertight. So water is a love hate kind of relationship. My wife and myself, we love the rain. The house does not quite love the rain. Um, it still needs to be made watertight, which is tricky. Um, in regards to efficiency, you may be wondering, oh, he's in the attic. Is that the roof? Yeah, that's the roof, guys. That's the roof. You know, it's the roof. So, just for instance, a lot of it's insulated, like where you can't see the camera, where the camera's not pointing. However, It could stand to use a decent amount more insulation, and so can the floor, the baseboards, the ceiling of the second floor could use quite a bit more insulation. All that stuff costs money. So, anyway, you guys know how to pray. Just praying for God to be able to provide, not be able. Man, sometimes just our patterns of speech betray our faith. So weird. God can provide whatever He wants to provide. Help us to be faithful and obedient, patient, and good stewards, not wasteful, and all that good stuff of whatever He does provide for us. So, let's see. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, I wanted to just come on this morning and kind of talk. Okay, so in order to get the AC replaced, it's going to be $1,000. Now, professional air conditioning companies will charge $3,000, but we we know where to find 410 410A air conditioners and helpers to install and do all that stuff for about 1,000. Now, can we live without AC until spring? Probably. Probably. Um, God knows. Um, the amount that would be beneficial, you know, God's listening. You're listening too. God already knows what I'm thinking. Sometimes why I don't talk about stuff at all is because I'm like, God already knows my needs. He'll motivate folks' hearts. But you know, sometimes it helps. It's like the whole thing. It's why do people pray out loud at all? It's always been kind of one of my curiosities because it's like, well, God knows. If we're part of the same body, then it doesn't matter if we pray out loud together or pray silently together. And I don't know. It might be for the sake of the varying degrees of faith within the body of Christ, of specific individuals. Um, I don't know. That's just a guess. But anyway, we need about $1,000 for the AC unit to be replaced, and we need about $2,000 in order to properly, and when I say properly, um, during the winter, the electric and gas bill is about uh, between $400 and $600, uh, or something like that. which when it comes time to resell the property might affect purchasing choices, right? May or may not. I don't know. So insulating the attics, there's like multiple attics, three, at least three. Well, depends on how you look at it. There might be four, but three-ish, four-ish attics. Um, that'll help. That's a big help. Getting the walls, the exterior walls, higher than R13 would also help. But the attics are probably, based on one of my conversations with a good man, contractor I used to work with. He's at GC, and he is building epic homes in Boone, North Carolina. And I talked to him about it, and he said if you can't do the R sheathing on the outside, get the attics. Get the attics. He recommended over R40, which makes sense. You get your R value as high as possible because all the heat goes up. It's just any child, well, most children know that kind of stuff. But either way, anyway, I definitely know it. Working in the attic, I can attest to how the temperature definitely rises. Tell you what, I will tell you what. Man, this thunder is just awesome. Big fan of thunder. Makes me a little nervous about the integrity of my, what's it called, surge protector. You know, I'm like, oh man, are we gonna be okay? So how does somebody? I mean, maybe you're at work. Maybe you're at work. But how does somebody sit there and watch all this time and have somebody say good morning to them, and then still not say anything? Hmm? What you think? Um, but anyway, in other news, ooh, it's super full. Ooh, oh no! Yep, I hit the desk. I missed. Oh, it's so high. Oh boy. It's talking about. We're fine. Oh, I dribbled on myself. This is fantastic. You shouldn't do that at your keyboard, man. Listen. You should have had your glasses on. What were you thinking? I was thinking I was waiting for this person, this stalker, to say something. Alright, well, we'll use a Kleenex. How about that? We'll get a Kleenex super soggy. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's drink this. It feels a little stalkerish. It's so rude. Psh, whatever. Somebody's been stalking me since, um, gosh. The, you know, some theories are that it's YouTube. I don't much go for that theory, but you know, guess it's possible. Just put that down there. It'll dry. Dry eventually. We're gonna go one more. Go one more. Can't you just say hi? Do you really have to be creepy? I'm here to watch you spiral at my creepiness. That's the only reason I come here, is to see if I can make you spiral by never saying anything. I do a creepy thing and then watch people spiral. And I don't even know what spiral means. Or it's not real. Maybe YouTube just makes up numbers just for kicks and giggles. But if they really want to make people feel terrible, I guess they'd just say 0 all the time. But maybe 1 and silence is even worse than 0. If I had to, I don't know. That's what I would say. So, this my Indian friend, he's manufactured he showed me a picture of my stuff in process, incomplete, with my stuff that I've ordered. Some wrought iron hooks for my woodworking projects that I hope you guys might want to be my first customers, because that would make life really easy. So I don't have to, I don't know. I can use the website that I'm working with and for, but I really need to perfect. So I would like you guys possibly to purchase some of my prototypes. So if any of you have an excess of coffee mugs, specifically 12 coffee mugs, then I would, it would be fun to be able to sell you one of my early models of a custom coffee mug holder with your own personalization painted thereof. The plan is to make the entire coffee mug holder free of metal, wood only. So if any of you guys are interested, leave a comment. Appreciate that. My videos are getting around 20 views, 30 views, but I'm definitely not getting anywhere near 20 and 30 thumbs ups. I guess I need to say that stuff at the beginning of the video, because nobody makes it. Well, very few people make it to the middle or end of my videos. So if you're here, then you're here. Thanks. And great. You don't sound very excited or convincing. So, is there any seamstresses out there, guys? Here's my question. What's going on? Sometimes I can't find my mouse. My cursor is actually the right word. And Apple developed this thing where you jiggle your mouse or whatever, the cursor, and it gets bigger. I'm not on a Mac. You may or may not know that. I'm on a PC, but But that function where you jiggle the mouse and it gets like really big is actually a pretty cool cool idea. For because I'll be like moving around, I won't see it. I won't see it at all, and then I'm like, oh, there it is. It's just kind of weird. So I found a. So here's the thing. I found a bear. It's the entire thing. It's the bear hide. I found it for a certain amount of money. Dude, I just want a coat. Okay, so last night, I want a coat that's like a traditional kind of coat. And I found the most epic coats. Let me see if I can. Here, I'll look them up on here, and I'll do the screen share thing. They're called Bicasius, and I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. Bicacia. Got a Bicacia. Bicacia from the USSR. The USSR. Bicacia. Oh, it's got some Yiddish origins. Interesting. I had no idea. Alright, so the ones that I was looking at were not small hat. But here's the thing, guys. I'll share my screen. Hopefully I won't lose audio this time. Hopefully I won't lose audio. I hope you guys can hear me. That's another thing about when people choose not to talk. Alright, we're going to go there. And you guys... Camera audio, you guys should still be able to hear me. Shouldn't be any different. Alright, so Bikish, or Bikesha, or Bikech, or Bikeshia. Bikisha. I'm looking at the Hebrew. Bekisha. Bekisha. Yeah, I mean, there's no vowels, so I really have no idea, because I don't read Hebrew without vowels, because I'm not a Hasidic Jew. Alright. Is a type of frock coat, usually made of black silk or polyester, worn by Hasidic Jews. Hasidic. And by some non-Hasidic Haredi Jews. Alright. So, blah, 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 blah. So, you see wearing a kaftan. This guy's wearing a bekesha. Alright, so it's not... That dude has... You gotta admit, the dude has an epic beard, okay? You gotta admit. So, here's the point. Here, I'm gonna switch back while I hunt around, just for... But, listen. I found it, you know? USSR. So you kind of have to add that Bekesha USSR. And then I was looking on mostly eBay. And I'll tell you the one that I'm like, yes, I want that one. And here it is. I mean, it's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot, but it's money that I don't have right now. But guys, this is what I want. This is the code I want. And it's sitting in Moscow, Russian Federation. Here, I'll show you. So, there's the coat, and they have other stuff, obviously, in their warehouse, and, you know, I wish it was it's a buy it now only. It's not, you know, it's used. Okay. It doesn't appear to have any bullet holes, which is fine. but that's actual sheep's wool, and if I'm not mistaken, it's actual sheep's leather. Like, as you see here, they have an actual picture of Putin wearing a Bekisha for slightly more money, but basically they're like, hey, this is the same kind your 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 fearless leader wore. Um, so where's it? Coat is made of natural sheepskin. See? So anyway, um, one piece sheepskin, blah 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 blah. It's a Russian dude. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Who wouldn't want that? It's great. It's great. So, if you guys are looking for getting me a Christmas present, or just a present for pre-winter, then that would be really cool. Nice. I used to have a really, really good coat, but it the zipper broke on it. Another zipper broke on it. It was a coat I had from childhood. It was also an eBay purchase. My parents bought a $900 Armani Sub-Zero rated for -30. It was an Armani deep is down feathers and all that good stuff. It was super warm and it was really good. And I used it for many, many, many years. It was pretty well made, but I think it might have been a knockoff. I think that's why it fell apart. Either that or it doesn't matter. You know, Armani's not necessarily known for making extremely well-made stuff. So anyway, I had it. I had it for like 15 years, 16 years, and whatever. But then it just, you know, I sold it at a yard sale for like $15 or some nonsense. I'm looking at another Bekisha. There's a lot. There's a lot of different ones. I saw one last night that oh my gosh, I'll have to show you guys. Some of you may not think it's funny, okay, but I'm gonna share it with you anyway. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh. If I was walking around with that on, I might get shot. I might actually just somebody might just shoot me. I still thought it was hysterical, even with that in mind. Let me see if I can find it. I'll probably have to go back to my phone. Yeah, sitting working. I think that if I was wearing this, oh, good morning, second person. Maybe you'll be braver than the first person that's been stalking me for all morning and not saying anything. Maybe you'll have something to say like, hi, I'm a human. What's up? I'm not going to be a creeper. Hi, what's up? Maybe. Oh, wow, that's funny. Dang it. Where is that stupid thing? I'm going to find it. Recently viewed. It's got to be in my recently viewed. What? Where is it? Lakeisha. Guys. Basically. Let me see if I can find it. Still looking. I don't have much time. I have 2 minutes to find it. Oh, okay. I think it'll be here. And come on. That's close, but not the same. Anyway, it was the Joseph Stalin coat. Like the one. And now I don't see it, so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not that important. But it was funny to me. I saw the picture and I was like, oh my gosh. If I wore that around town, my life would definitely be in danger. Because it's just, I think it's kind of funny that you could just wear a piece of clothing, a coat, and instantly everybody look at you like you're a national security threat just because of a piece of clothing. Just with buttons. We're just talking about a coat with buttons. No symbols, anything like that. Good morning, Legal Can-Am. Thanks for saying hello. You're the first person to say anything, and for that, Oprah is going to give you a new something. I'll leave it open and vague. But yeah, Oprah is giving you an amazing, awesome thing because you're the first person to say anything here. So thank you. So I was just talking about Bicasias because that's what I think I want. Because they seem to be pretty much the most epic coats that exist for cold environments. And I have a jacket. And what else do I have? I have a jacket and I have a wool overcoat. But that's it, you know. What in the world? They have a store called Berkshire or Bershka. That sounds super Russian. Oh yeah, Bershka. Bershka. I'm surprised they allow people to show their. Oh, it's in Spain. That's why. It's a bunch of. Spain doesn't have nearly as many moral scruples as Russia. The Russian people are morally, they're based. You guys know that. I mean, I'm not saying Russia is all good, but you know, Russia has been ashamed of the um, moral behavior of America, and they're going lib. You know, Russia is becoming more and more westernized too. So whatever, it's humans. It really doesn't matter. Sin is all over the world, regardless of their culture. So, but yeah, guys, I want a Bicasa, and I found the one I want. And it looks like something a homeless person would wear, or yeah, it pretty much looks like something a homeless person would wear, pretty much. But I want it. I think it's awesome. Just saying. Yeah, I get you. No need for fancy coats, Southern Texas. I know. I was in Florida. I just wore shorts pretty much all year. I wore sweaters when it got I wore sweaters when it got cold in Florida. But apparently, here in Iowa, it's gonna be cold. All right, it's past my time to say goodbye. I've gone too long. I just felt like talking this morning, saying stuff. Well, you don't have AC, and you need all this money to get the house that you're living in sited, and you're spending your time looking at coats. What do you spend your time doing, guys? And how much time do you know? Anyway, you guys can judge me. Only God can judge me. I talked about that phrase before. I said, um, only God can judge me. That should scare the hell out of you. Literally. Knowing that God can judge you should scare hell out of you. Anyway, that's just me. Alright, y'all. The rain is falling. It's going to keep me cool today. Thank the Lord. Um, pray that our house doesn't wash away from the rain. And y'all have a good one. But more importantly than having a good one, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Here, I'll flash the links, for anybody that made it, probably waiting this whole time. There's those. Okay. There's those links. And then, up here. Whoops. No, not that. Up here, you've got these links. So there's those. Okay. And, Hubadoo. Oh, there's so much more I want to talk about. All right, well, I guess there will be something to talk about. What's today? What is today? Thursday, yeah. That'll give us something to talk about tomorrow. Got some stuff to talk about tomorrow. All right. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength.